Welcome to another episode of Mint in Box. I'm Andrew. With me are Jimmy.
Hello.
And Mike.
Hello.
So, we've just been talking a bit. It's been a mostly uneventful week for Mike. Have you got anything going on, Jimbo?
I've got a few things. I've had a pretty uneventful week as well, although I did go to Canberra for a couple of days for work. And
Pretty
when
rough if that's the highlight, Canberra.
It is, but I've got a few things that I always liked. Well, it was. I don't mind... Oh, let me start that again. When I go to Canberra, I've worked out a few things that I do during my visit to Canberra that makes it tolerable. And one of them has always been going to mind games in physics in Civic, in the plaza there in the centre.
Oh, cool.
It was, except it's now closed down.
Forever?
Not gone, yeah, just gone. I think it was the ladies' hairdressers, so I was fucking devastated. But there is a new comic book shop there. And I went into the comic book store to buy a t-shirt. I actually wanted to buy a couple of t-shirts. I'm starting to go through a renewal of a cycle, and I wanted to get like a Flash and a Deadpool and stuff.
Cool.
And they had this t-shirts ordered alphabetically. So you could look up, so you could look up Deadpool, or you could look up the Green Lantern. But who wants to buy fucking t-shirts by alphabetically? I want to know where all of the double XLs are, man.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
Like, what sort of fucking retarded worked out that system? Like, I'm going to go up and go to the double XL and see what they've got. Why wouldn't you use that?
Yeah. And really, at a comic shop, you should have that in every shirt.
To triple or quadruple extra large.
Yeah.
Like when you go to the hockey store stuff up to 6XL because it knows its market. You know? And let's face it, you're not going to get the slim fit fucking... Yeah. You're never going to sell that extra small slim fit.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, that was Impact Comics. So that was my Canberra trip. But, you know, I'm a bit gutted that... Mind Games isn't there anymore because it was a pretty decent shop.
Yeah, what's the store like?
A little bit of salvation. Hey,
what's the store like?
The store?
Yeah.
So there's one in Melbourne, and I think there's a couple of others. The one in Melbourne's on Swanston Street near Burke Street, and they do like it's all split equally. Puzzles, board games, D&D RPG. Miniatures and card games, and it's a pretty smooth split across the proportion in the shop, and they're good shops. So,
is it a large shop, space-wise?
Two stories, about the size of a typical, or maybe twice the size of a typical Games Workshop. 2 stories as well.
The staff know their stuff?
So 4 times. Upstairs they have the card games, the role-playing games and the miniatures. Downstairs they have the puzzles, the board games. So on the street level, for passers-by, they look like a normal game shop. They don't ooze geek like Games Parasite in the city.
I gotcha.
But upstairs there's actually a person and a cash register and miniatures, card games and role-playing games.
Was it similar to Tin Soldier where they had every now and then they'd have they had gaming tables in there?
Yeah.
People playing or painting or...
Yeah, they do. That's upstairs in the Mind Games. But anyway, it's gone. And, you know, Impact Comics that's there's not bad. I didn't get much of a chance to look around, but, you know. So that was my week, and then, yeah, as we mentioned, we were talking about not much is going on. Bit of gardening, that's all. Even the kite is still mint in box.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but talking about miniatures, I'm a bit pissed because my order for the US Airborne Services set is still on their website as unfulfilled.
Did you get an email? Return email?
Negative. I have been a little bit lax in my obligations, and I haven't contacted them or anything, but I still reserve the right to be outraged that we're still unfulfilled after a full week, exactly a week, so no indication of trouble with the payment or anything, so.
Okay.
So, Mike, you were saying that you're talking about Warlord. You jumped onto the Warlord's website
Yes.
this week. What were you having a look at?
Just the bolt action miniatures. Just deciding on which pack to get. I'm leaning towards a 1,000 point.
What?
German army. Let me bring it up.
What style?
Just the Wehrmacht style. Nothing specialized, no SS, no Fallschirmjäger. Just, yeah.
What about Panzer Grenadiers?
Ooh. See, I got to do more research.
See, that's what I did for my Flames of War.
That's not a bad
I'm drawn
choice.
to those half tracks like a fucking crazy man.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
I got mine mostly sussed. I'm going Soviet vehicles, and there's this cool place that does Soviet zombies. They've got a lot more bigger range in Nazi zombies and stuff.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
But yeah, I'm going some Soviet zombies. There's also these things called either Humanzis or Chumans, which Stalin was investigating, which are, they have like the intelligence of a human but the strength of an ape. So I'm gonna
Like
get
a super
couple of
soldier
those.
program, you mean?
Sorry?
Like a super soldier program?
Yeah, but specifically Humanzis. So I'm gonna have a couple of those going ape shit in the back of a half track, some zombies and then some tanks. And as my boss of the army, I'm gonna have Rasputin.
Awesome.
Even though he's like totally out of period.
Yeah, it's still cool though.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Mix it up with a bit of fantasy just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
But he may not have died when they said he did.
Well, there's some speculation he was a vampire, and
Yeah.
that's how he hypnotized that queen with his vampire powers.
Ah, Beguilder.
Exactly. Yeah.
Beguilder. Then, yeah, right.
And he was probably part-time necromancer. So,
Yeah.
you know, that explains the Russian zombies.
Yep. So that'll be kind of cool to paint, because I get to paint zombies and I get to paint Russians.
What about that is really cool. But what about the horse and cart? Are you doing that
No.
from the Russians?
No, I'd like to get one of those Z5 trucks, because I like those. They're just a big ass truck that they'll put stuff in the back of.
And besides zombies that eat the horse.
Unless it's a zombie or skeletal horse.
True. Yeah, right. Well, I'm pretty much done with my. I think it's about. Well, it's funny because I updated my army builder during the week. Yeah, because I actually own it, so I updated it and downloaded the files for Bolt Action. But the most recent files on Bolt Action have a different points value listed for each of the individual components than is on their website. So the 1,000-point army is actually about 1,200 points, according to Army Builder. And then I bought those half tracks, so it actually makes it about a 1,500-point army.
Yeah.
So this is the first time I could ever say it, but I'm done with Bolt Action.
Really?
with one purchase, yeah.
Ah, cool.
Because it's a skirmish-based game where you're never going to want,
Yeah.
like, as opposed to Warcraft, you know, you're never going to have...
Yeah, you can just buy and buy and buy and buy.
Yeah, that's right, because it's a unit-based thing, everyone stands next to each other, and... Oh, I'm not ruling out buying a British equivalent,
Yeah.
of course, but I am ruling out an American further purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even a Panzer Grenadier. It's a thing.
Yeah.
You know. So, yeah. Yeah, right. Any other research? Anything else you did? Andy?
Not really. It was just really lazy a week. Not sleeping well. Feeling just all tired and messed up. Last night I had half a sleeping pill and I woke up at 1 today, so that was awesome.
Wow, both of you boys. Fucking hell. I went to bed at 4 a.m. both nights and got up at 9:30 both days.
What?
Wow, that's not
really
enough
early
sleep.
for you, dude.
Don't want to waste the weekend, man. Got chores to do in the garden now. Yeah, full on.
Are the chilies growing back?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we've done a bit of work there, transplanted the zucchinis and stuff. Kanina
Cool.
went out there and trimmed up the... I bought a nipper. It's got a beak on it and two really long handles. And
Oh.
you can get in and snip the branches off the trees.
Yeah, okay.
And it's just cuts through them like butter. And I thought I was snipping off an invading vine on the lemon tree, but it was actually the lemon tree trunk.
The central trunk?
One of them.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's now half the size as it once was. But it didn't destroy it. But yeah, Kanina went nuts on the other trees, which they look really good. So.
Cool.
Yeah, but otherwise, really didn't do anything except I did do a bit of thinking about. I'm doing a bit of planning on a compost
Oh, cool.
variety, and I've been teaching myself about basically shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, that's my weekend. But I also did put some thought into the podcast and what we were going to do, because now we know we've actually got listeners.
Yep.
Like all 6 of them. No, I don't actually know what the latest number is, but it is more than that. But
Maybe
yeah,
it's down to 5.
no. Last time I looked, it was in like the 20s.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll see if they stick with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking sort of what we could do on the podcast as sort of, do we have like segments and stuff? You know, where each week one of us does something or prepares a bit of funny information or just information
We probably
to
should.
talk about.
Yeah.
You know, like have Mike's toy box or something.
Yeah,
Something like that.
like an inventory of stuff I haven't opened.
Wow.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude, that's a good idea.
It'd be handy for you too.
You could do that now.
Or
No, I'm only kidding.
maybe not.
No, dude, this is a bit of therapy, you see.
What if I start opening shit?
Then that's good. That's the purpose.
Yeah, then you'd actually use something.
That's the purpose. We can use this to focus in on our mint inbox problems.
That might send me mental, man.
You already
Once it's opened, it's open.
Well, you don't open the spare.
Or you
You just open the one for use.
Or you just
You know.
decide you can totally get rid of it because the frenzy's like been over for years.
Or you can decide
Frenzies
to pick it
never
up
die.
and do something with it because the frenzy's back.
Yeah.
They just die down, they smolder.
That's it. Yeah, you're exactly right. Even the frenzy for Warhammer's not totally gone.
Oh, it is really though.
Well, I can always. It's gone to the point where I can rationalise my way through it.
Oh, well, actually, I still have some shit in the cupboard, so I guess it is smouldering.
Yeah.
Smouldering.
Let's do it now!
And I did have a look during the week, and I totally fucked up that magazine. It's the exact opposite. The Visions magazine is the small pamphlet-sized one, the monthly one.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
He's like the size of a graphics novel.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I mean, even that passion's not gone. I mean, it should be, but I do have, as you say, Andy, tons and tons of boxes in the spare room.
They do make some really nice miniatures.
They do.
Like,
and some of the one-offs would be nice to just paint some of those demons and stuff.
yeah. I'm thinking of like characters or sort of a unit of 5 dudes on them, sort of themed up.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, I've got a shitload. Vampire Count's Army, Space Wolves, everything else I think I've thrown out, unless it was painted in a decent paint job. I'm sure I threw out some painted stuff.
Really?
Yep.
Damn it.
You should give it to Mike, man.
Mike's
No,
got a big
I got enough.
problem.
You can't really call it a
if
problem.
it's painted, it's not a problem.
It is, because he has nowhere to put it. Like, his place is stacked up. He has to climb in the window of his room.
Yeah, pretty much.
Haven't you got a full refrigerator in there?
Yeah.
You're hoarding?
It's just sitting there. I
Is
should
it-
use it for storage.
Yeah, you should totally use it as storage.
Let's have enough.
Cold storage for your baits.
No, it's not on.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah, but you could turn it on.
then it could get stinky. Bait storage is a stinky proposition. But just leave it off, I reckon, and fill it with junk that you never want to see.
Like Games Workshop stuff, you mean?
Yeah, deep storage. Use it for deep storage, man. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, put your Warlord minis in there when they come.
I won't
Yeah.
even take them out of the...
Yeah,
is
so
it
are we
possible?
really actually going to paint stuff? Is it
I am.
too late to cancel your order, dude? Call this
No.
off? Call this madness off?
No, it's not madness. 1,500 points, dude. Just don't buy it anymore.
I'm not even going to look at the points, because we're never going to play. I'm just going to buy something that
We
makes
will,
a-
dude, because I'm going to buy a 4x8 piece of plywood table, build a table, and then we can put the battle board on top of it. Dude, we can even crack the battle board out.
That would be really cool. They've made a couple of new pieces for it. Oh, let's
Have
go
they?
down and buy them. If you actually make a table, then we could get stuff out. But
I downloaded, I bought a PDF article today. I'm right into digital magazines at the moment.
cool.
On the iPad, there's absolutely no need to buy a physical mag for me
Do you
anymore.
buy
So
the digital one?
yeah, it was. I got an email saying 50% off all magazines. It was the Train Model Rail
Yeah.
magazine, and I just bought an article which was normally $5, and it was $2.50. But it was bench building.
Oh, that's gold. So, are you thinking of one that you can use either as a train or battle board? Or you
At least initially. Like, I won't start cutting up the board and doing train things on it until I have bought all the track and stuff and the electrical system, which will take a while because there's like $1,500 worth of track, and the control unit's like $700, and then there's the kite, so it'll be a 4x8 layout for a while.
Oh man, that's cool. That means you
So
can have
we'll
the
be able
battle
to just
board up
put
for ages.
on top.
And the battle board is packable away, which is cool.
and we can do paint days on top of it and stuff.
Yeah, okay, I'm up for that.
So,
I don't know what kind of points or anything though, so I guess I'll have to look into that when I buy.
just buy what you really like. Tell me what's on your list. I'll put it in the army builder and send you the roster.
Okay, cool.
We can put the rosters up on the website.
And photos of our toys.
Oh god.
Oh, one section I'd like to put up on the website, which I'll even say I will put up, is a section on characters we've had for games, so we can put up a portrait of them.
Ah, like a
gallery, a
Hall of
gallery,
Fame.
dude.
A Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
dude.
Just because there's so many, like, especially in Star Trek and Heroes, you can make so many cool-looking characters that are just have died.
That are just awesome. Yeah, that have. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be funny.
Sadly found their way to the character graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, they serve their purpose.
They did. They did indeed. So, next weekend.
So other news
Yep.
before we move on. Spoke to Jason this week.
Yep.
He's quite enthusiastic of contributing to the podcasts when we
Yeah.
are in one of those environments again.
Yeah.
So he's a bit
gold.
keen. Yeah. So, I mean, he's not keen enough to actually listen to us because that would require getting his shit together enough to download an app and
Yeah, I know that's a bit much.
work out all that sort of stuff, unless it's dodgy in any way. That's all too much for him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's got a much better vibe like when we were together the other weekend, like in person.
Yeah.
Sort of
Yeah.
easier to run with things, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's good.
And I told him to think of his funniest story for us.
Oh, which one?
Dunno.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, that was all.
Yeah, we can just ask him questions like Mike's question was, what's the most heavy trip you've ever had? That was like
Yeah,
2
right.
weeks ago, and it was just, wow, I'd never heard that before.
Yeah.
That was a
pretty.
crack up.
It's a shame because I actually missed it totally.
Well, next time we'll be
Ah.
I'm
Okay,
sure you've
yeah.
heard it though.
I don't think
No,
so.
I don't think so. I didn't understand. I'd never heard the
Pulled that one from the vault.
Yeah, man.
the Muslim sister thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
Turkish, I think. Yeah, Turkish.
Turkish, yep. So,
Wow.
yeah, I didn't hear that. Because I was doing other things, I can't remember.
I think you
Oh,
were
I
baking
thought I was
pies.
mixing it up.
You're baking pies, dude, on Farmville.
I would have been baking pies on Farmville, yes. Yes, I've been watching a lot of hockey lately as well. Because they're coming into the playoffs, so I've been watching every game on my new iPad app, NHL Game Centre. You get every game.
Cool.
So I've been playing lots of Farmville while I've been doing that.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah. So, going back to what we could do on the podcast, I did think that we should also have a segment or something that we do that is the very last thing we do, so that when we're doing it, all three of us know that once this is done, it'll be time to say goodbye.
Yeah. That's cool.
So we don't sit there going, should we go yet? How long have we been going?
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, you got anything? No. Did anything this week? No. So, yeah, I was thinking that. And I have sort of prepared something, which is a bit of a personality test for Mike.
God
Nice.
damn it.
Yes, so we're all about OCD and Asperger's, right? Because of it's the very topic of our podcast, and probably everyone in our listening group would be the same. I thought the personality test would be funny, and I thought I could alternate doing one on Mike, one on you.
Yeah,
Andy.
that's awesome.
So then I started to think, though, that it could be a little bit tricky if they're too full on. They might ask questions where you're not prepared to answer.
Oh,
because
any fucking thing.
yeah, I know you will, but I'm thinking Mike myself.
You'll have to just beep out the whole test. You only hear the questions.
Yeah. If anything goes, which touches on his Jewish origins or anything, then
And I'll go pass.
yeah, yeah, that's right. Blue
Pass
hot
over.
hot button. Well, so then I thought, should we do one like, do you have autism or do you have Asperger's? Or the other one I found was like, for instance, what would your medieval profession be?
Cool.
And shit like that. So I didn't know which extreme to go on. So I've got one of each.
Cool.
Um,
Oh, that's awesome.
already. So
Yeah, I'll do any test.
Yeah. that
So in the
sounds
future we'll do that at the end, and what we'll do is we'll start that test up at about the hour mark. Well, how long do you think an episode should be?
Hour to an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Well, people even have the, the concentration level.
If they don't,
listen
they
to
can
us.
just stop listening.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, that's one thing I can't tell. I can't tell how many got to the end of listening to us,
Okay.
But yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's, we'd do it anyway and have a laugh at it ourselves. Fuck 'em.
Yeah.
If you do get to the end, tweet us.
How do they treat us, dude?
I'll have to have a look actually at my Twitter.
Yeah.
So right at the end, at about the hour mark, at which we're at about half an hour now, but at the hour mark I'll start doing the personality test and then we'll know that it's done.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Sound good, Mike?
Yeah.
Righto.
Tentative, but yeah.
Mike was freaking about being listed on Stitcher.
I don't get it, but that'll come out in the personality test.
Are you paranoid test?
Yeah, well. Yeah. Cool.
We're gonna have to edit out these pauses, by the way.
No.
Oh, no, it's alright. It's pretty easy to edit out. I do have a listen, so any really long ones I'll edit out. Or if you fart or something.
Just amplify that.
Actually, no, only if I fart. If you guys fart, I'll edit it in. Yeah.
So, next weekend.
Yes, sorry, I butted all of that in front of you, Andy. So next weekend is what?
Is the frickin' fishing trip to Botany Bay, dude.
Oh, the boat.
That's next weekend on Sunday.
It is?
Yes, it is.
Sunday, I thought it was Saturday.
No, Sunday. 16th. Let me just check my calendar. Asked for Saturday, but he only had Sunday. Like, going 6 weeks out. Yeah, Sunday 16th. So can we crash down at your
Absolutely.
place Saturday night?
Yeah, we'll do a podcast. If we can work out the tech.
Yep. And
So who's all aboarding?
not many people.
Alright, so what's the...
Me, you, Mike.
Mhm.
Do you want to see if Jason can make it? And we'll do it as a birthday present for him.
Oh, yeah, alright.
Because we got the whole boat. Let's just chuck him on as a birthday present if he's
Yeah,
available.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we need to bring anything?
Food and drinks. That's it.
Okay.
Clothing. Bring your poncho in case it rains. I asked Tim if he was up to it. He said maybe,
Yeah.
but I haven't heard from him, so he may or may not come.
He's on holidays.
Next weekend?
Not sure.
Okay.
If he's back at work Monday, no.
Yeah, I knew he's going.
I'd have to look at my work shit, and I can't be
Nah,
bothered.
not worth it. Yeah, so
right. All right.
just bring food, Mike. Food, sun protection.
Yeah. Alright.
That's it. So if the weather's up, maybe let's hit there, Jimmy's place, afternoon Saturday. If the
Yep.
weather's up, we can pull up the training kites.
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty cool.
And that way, we'll probably do the cast then Monday, because Sunday will be too fucked.
Yeah.
Unless there's something really funny happens that we have to talk about, or someone drowns or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll schedule it for Monday.
Or Saturday night.
Oh yeah, true.
Then they'll have to wait for the next segment to hear about the trip.
They will.
Tune in next week.
Yeah. Yeah, we start to have carryovers.
Yeah, just like in dramas.
Yeah.
Just give them a snippet of what's to come.
Well,
Maybe you should try and be a producer, Mike. You could turn those design skills that you had into...
actually, with your knowledge of Korean dramas, you would be all about suspense and like cliffhangers and all that stuff I mentioned.
Yeah, make the audience cry and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Imagine if you made one of the audience members cry, Mike, with your drama skills.
Or your story of sucking that dude off in the car park near my place after, what was his name? Clint.
Clint.
Clint
Far out.
Malat. That's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The love triangle that was going on between the taxi driver, Clint.
Yeah. Clint was backing up against the taxi driver. Fucking...
Unbelievable, man.
We'll probably see him again,
Oh, God.
because he lives right there, dude.
Nah, dude.
Catches the 478.
Well, I'll never see him.
No, you probably won't.
I don't catch the 478.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm keen.
But yeah, no, that'd be good. I'll see if Jason wants to come across then.
Yeah, I'm keen to get on the kite
Yeah, same.
before, to keep it going, to keep the energy going.
Yeah. And then maybe someone's toys might have come in by then too.
But you're all set with the kite. You've got all the equipment.
Yeah, but I want to actually use it.
Actually make it not mint in box.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna use the board? Or are you
No.
just gonna...
I'm just gonna body drag. Because
Okay.
if I was trying to use the board, I'd just be trying to get up, falling the whole time. Whereas the body dragging, I'll be actually able to work on my kite flying and
have fun.
directions.
Oh, yeah.
And have a bit more fun. Yeah.
You gonna use a new kite?
No, well, the new second-hand one I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the small one. I'll bring my flexi foil for either you guys.
Well, I'll have
for
mine
Mike.
up.
And also, you can trade off on... No, actually, you can't trade off on my other one until you learn about safety.
Yeah. I don't want to rip any fingers off or
Well, you wouldn't.
asphyxiate myself.
Yeah. Yeah. My payday's Friday. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, same.
Nice.
It's gonna be a good day. So we'll order my Russians. Oh, in the Nazi of that weird, of the Secrets of the Third Reich, they have some cool werewolves, which I think are sort of loosely based on that movie Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS.
Fucking hell.
So,
What?
yeah, it was like some...
Dude, you can do the movie review. Oh.
I haven't actually seen it, but it's some famous movie where they showed a lot of titties and a bit of bondage in the 70s, and it was a SS squad of chicks who were werewolves.
Awesome.
Wow.
So you could get those for your Nazis, Mike. There's one miniature. I think there's 5 of them. There's one
What did-
miniature in chick form and one in werewolf form for 5 chicks.
What did the chicks look like? Did they look sexy? Did they just have big claws? Or were they covered in fur, like
Yeah.
I don't know, I haven't seen the movie, but I think they were only sexy when they're in chick form, not when they're in werewolf form.
Okay.
Because it's hard to make a sexy hot werewolf. Easy with a vampire, but not so much with a werewolf.
Yeah, considering they've got fucking hair all over them like a 70s fucking porn
Yeah,
star.
and a big row of 6 nipples and shit.
What's so bad about that?
Well,
You can paint them up, dude.
I wouldn't seek it out.
No.
I'm up for that extra nipple action.
Wow. You'd probably like some of the Hindu gods then, I guess.
Like a female Vishnu.
There are ones that
With
have
her
just
many
rows of
arms.
tits. Yeah. Like, they're probably fertility goddesses and stuff.
Ah, yeah. Who's the god of war? The
In which
Hindu?
religion? Ah, no idea.
I don't know. Either. There's probably
Ganesha?
more than one.
No.
No, Ganesha's luck and awesomeness.
Wiki.
Ganesha's the one with
Kali's, like, god of
the elephant
destruction.
trunk, right?
That's Ganesha, yeah. He's the more
I'm pretty
chilled
sure it's
out.
Vishnu.
Isn't Vishnu the boss of them, maybe?
I'm looking at a list of war deities.
Cool.
Chamunda is the goddess of war and disease.
Ooh, what?
Durga, the fiercer demon-fighting form of Shiva's wife, the goddess Parvati.
Durga sounds awesome.
Hanuman,
The monkey god.
god associated with war, wisdom and courage. Indra, god of war, storms and rainfall. Kali, goddess associated with time, change and war. Kartikeya, god of war and battle. Katyayini, goddess of vengeance and victory. Mangala, goddess of war, or god of war, sorry. Don't mean to offend you, Mangala. And Matrikas, the god of war, children and emancipation, are the Hindi gods of war.
Wow.
That's pretty cool that you can just have that much variety to choose from. You
Yes,
don't have to not just stuck with one god of war.
or one god of fucking everything.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Durga. I like the name.
Really?
Yeah.
Durga. Yeah,
Yeah, that would be cool.
so... Yeah, fucking hell. So, talking about movies,
Yeah.
very, a little while ago we were talking about movies. I watched Gravity last
Oh,
night.
at the theater?
No, in the lounge room.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
No.
No.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It is a pretty fucking amazing space movie.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. There's two really lame thing that they sort of do in every movie where it's all yay to be alive and, you know, if you took that out, it would be just fucking incredible though.
Yeah.
But you just have to tolerate your way through it. And by the time you get to that point, you're pretty much worn down by the special effects anyway. Like, the main part of the enjoyment's done.
Yeah.
But it's well worth a look.
Very cool.
Yeah, well worth a look. The effects are incredible. So, but yeah. Did you show Mike the image that you did for the YouTube site?
No. I'll link that through right now.
So this is what we put. This is what I put on top of the audio for YouTube movies, Mike,
Yeah.
so that we can link to something that has a player on the website
Okay.
that'll also count views.
There you go.
So have a look at that.
Gonna look at it also.
Yeah, same. It's fucking good, Andy.
Yeah, I was pretty happy. Kind of fun to play around with.
Wow, that's
Funny
excellent.
looking.
You did that so well.
And see, he's even got you there in the side
Yeah.
Lurking in the shadows.
as a
Wow.
Klingon
I think it might be actually.
or a Romulan.
Could be a
And you
Klingon
still got the
that's like
Chupacabra.
first. That's like original series Klingon.
And the Kachubacabra.
Yeah.
So what is the Kachubacabra? Is there anything you
Chupacabra.
could tell our viewers that or listeners that what it
Well,
is?
probably if they're listening to this, they already know. But it's
I don't know what it is. I'd never heard of it.
really. It was on the
No.
X-Files. You maybe.
I probably there's been a lot of weed between now and then.
It's also known as like the Mexican goat sucker and stuff like that. It's sort of like a twisted little vampire that sucks blood out of probably really farm animals rather than humans. Because it's like probably a bit small. It could probably kill a human. It would leap up on you and like take out one of your main arteries. But it mainly like feeds on farm animals.
Every now and then they find unidentified like creatures, small creatures like the size of dogs. And
Yeah.
yeah,
That's about the size of them.
and they suspect.
You're taking the piss.
No,
No, it's for real.
it's well known.
Occurs in like the desert areas of,
Yeah,
Wow.
like
southern United
Mexico
States.
and southern
Mexico,
United
yeah.
States, like Texas. I think Texas is probably few like elsewhere. Yeah, they're well
Bizarre.
documented.
That is bizarre.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, right.
That one on the view screen though looks like a dude was just taking some photographs at night and one leaped up at him.
I thought it was a fish.
No. Imagine catching a fish like that. Oh, that'd be cool.
Well, it was like that fucking turd fish that Mike caught that
yeah,
time.
it is a bit.
If you kill it, you eat it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess now we've got sort of 3 episodes. There's a bit of content for the website we could start.
Yeah.
So, you know how when you first load the website it says medicine and there's all that template stuff?
Yeah, just looking at that earlier, it looks like it's pretty easy to fill in.
Right, okay,
So I'll
cool.
pick that up this week.
Yeah, I bought an electronic one on another one of those electronic magazines on WordPress
Oh, cool.
today.
That's good.
So, I don't know if it's any good. It was like as part of that half price sale.
Yeah.
Are there any new superhero characters that somebody
There are,
they're
well-
developing or
The problem with my knowledge of superheroes, there are undoubtedly some. And it depends on whether or not you're talking about characters like the Green Lantern or comic book series like Gareth Ennis's Red Team, which has just started up, but it has super characters in it, you know.
yeah.
But the problem with my comic book knowledge is it doesn't go back far enough, so I don't know what's a re-release of, you know, Teen Titans 7,
I see.
1970, you know, whether or not it's new,
Yeah.
because I've only got sort of 3 years experience with comic books. Although I do try and read as much about what has happened, but
Well, what are they planning to re-release or to release? Like say
We
from
see-
Marvel or DC.
DC has what they call the New 52, which is its rebirth from about, I think it was 2011, where they set everything back to issue 1 and reset the universe. So they could undo all of the crazy shit that had ended up happening to Superman and stuff. And so they've got this sort of, they reset everything basically, and they have now a universe that has the same familiar characters in it, but it's redeveloping their history, and it seems to be along the same lines as the last version, but without some of the other ridiculous things occurring.
Right.
So that's sort of developing, and they've been reset. So, I mean, we're up to issue 26, I think, of Batman at the moment, which is the only one I really read. Justice League of America I read, Justice League Aquaman. Actually, I read a few of them. And Marvel's undergoing the same process, although it does seem that they've had to do it. I'm not an expert on this, but it does seem that they've had to do it in 2 goes. So they reset half of their catalogue, let the other half go on for about 6 issues, and then reset it.
I kind of like
So
that
at the moment, comic books are fresh. But of course, you've got the other companies like IDC and Dynamite, and they're always releasing new guys.
Yeah.
You know.
It'd be good for comic noobs then, you know?
It is. Well, that's when I got involved. That's exactly when I got involved. It was like perfect timing sort of scenario.
Cool.
Hang on, I've got to log in.
How are you storing your comics, by the way?
I have short boxes, and they're just in the spare room.
Boarded, bags, boxed.
Yep. Mhm.
It's not climate controlled.
No, not to that level. Not to that level.
But you shouldn't bag them on a humid day. Only bag them on a fully dry day.
Yeah.
Not totally dry though. Or get yourself a walking cigar, humidor room, and set the humidity down.
But if you're after brand new, Mike, Image Comics has just released Starlight. Which is like a space hero sort of dude, looks like a Buck Rogers-y type dude.
Right.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, they are releasing new stuff in those minor labels all the time. But the major ones have, you know, the major ones have their baseline of characters that they've all just rebooted, and then flirting around the edges, they have one-offs and small series come up.
Yeah, they'd have so many existing characters, it would be hard to make a new one that's not a duplication.
Yeah, that's right. They used to have a power checker.
What's that?
I read The Unofficial History of Marvel a while ago, and he catalogued all the powers and who was tougher than who, and just as the storylines went on and they acquired new things and new tech and new stuff, just to try and maintain a comic book balance.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, it's, you know, it was an interesting time a few years ago with the comic books, everything resetting. I was glad I got on when I got it. Yeah. But of course the reset means that nothing I have is worth anything, you know.
Yeah,
So,
give it 50 years. 40.
yeah. And a factory unit full of short boxes.
Yeah.
It grows at about 2 a year.
2 boxes a year?
Yeah.
Wow. How many boxes do you have now?
4. I've probably got enough for a 5th, actually. 5. Yeah. So. Alright, so Mike, you ready for your personality test?
No, but go ahead.
It's not going to ask anything that'll be too revealing, you know. I didn't want to pick anything that might offend your Hispanic background.
Okay.
You know. So, what I want you to do is rate these 4 things in order of what you would prefer to do. What's most important to least important. A really good restaurant, is number A. Family and or friends is number B. A new place or situation is number C. Or finally, a competitive and or learning situation.
I'd say B.
Family and friends? Oh, is that nice? Okay. So what would be the second most important? Restaurant, a new place, or a learning situation?
D. Learning situation.
And the last two, restaurant or situation? New place or situation?
I'd say new place.
And lastly, the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now how much do these things appeal to you? A well-structured company? A people-oriented company? A creative company? Or a fast-growing, risk-motivated company? What are the order that you like those in?
Okay. I'd say a creative.
So creative companies first. Okay, do you
Yeah.
prefer structure?
And then
People orientation.
People orientated.
That's number 2, yep.
And
Fast growing, risk motivated, or well structured?
risk motivated.
Okay. And finally, number 4.
Well structured.
Yep. Okay. And according to how much they make sense to you, we need to rank these 4 things. A project that makes sense, a job or projects that benefit others, a job or project that is different and exciting, or a job or project that is mentally stimulating.
B, C, D, and A. Then A.
B, a job that benefits others. Oh, fuck, you're such a legend. And then C, a job that is different and exciting. And then mentally stimulated. And then finally one that makes sense. You don't give a fuck.
No.
Reconfiguring the defective dish, you're the man for the job. Okay, number 4. Once again, in items that appeal to you. A good physical relationship, a meaningful relationship, a new relationship, or a challenging and competitive relationship. So, root, mind, new and freshness, or complicated.
Fuck complicated. It goes B.
So complicated would be last, bottom of the list.
Bottom of the list.
Yeah. New, meaningful, or physical.
Meaningful.
Oh, yeah. Is that number 3?
Physical.
Oh, it is. And then new.
And then new. Not sure what you mean by new though.
Well, just, it has that freshness.
Yeah, okay. See that.
Okay. And do you prefer rewards that are based on security, loyalty, originality, or merit?
Name them again.
Security, loyalty, originality, or merit?
Merit.
Yeah, okay.
Originality.
Yep. Is this bottom up or top down?
Top down.
Yep.
And what are the last 2 choices again?
Security or loyalty?
Loyalty, then security. Or did I answer that too fast?
So your order was merit, rewards based on merit and achievement, then rewards based on originality of ideas,
Yeah.
then rewards based upon loyalty, then rewards based on security.
Yeah.
Okay, once again, 4 items. How important are they? A good ball game?
Last.
I guess that could be hobby experience as well, I suppose,
okay.
because we're not sporters. Okay. A moving emotional experience, a new and different experience, or a winning experience?
Okay, first will have to be a moving. So emotional. Is that what you're
Yep.
getting at? Okay.
Good ball game or hobby, new and different experience, or a winning experience.
I'd have to say a new experience.
2, and then a ball game or a winning.
Ball.
We should be answering these questions the way we think he should answer them, Andy, to take out any bias as well.
Oh, that's too difficult for some of them, like for that
Yeah.
one.
Okay, according to Appeal, a task that one can see or touch, a task that makes you feel good, a task that calls upon your imagination, or a task that requires logical reasoning.
So what was the question?
How much do what order do these tasks appeal to you?
Oh, just
I think that's everything in this test is
Okay.
just how much it would appeal to you.
okay. Run it.
A task that you can see and touch, a task that makes you feel good, a task that calls upon your imagination, or a task that requires your logical reasoning.
Ooh, this is tricky. Okay. For the first one, I'll go with C.
One's imagination.
Yeah.
Okay. Can see or touch. The task will make you feel good, or the task requires logical reasoning.
Then logical reasoning. I'd say. Then B, which is
One that makes you feel good.
yeah.
Okay, once again, how do these appeal to you? Steady work, harmonious work, challenging work, or efficient work?
Harmonious work.
Yep. Steady, changing, or efficient?
Efficient.
Steady or changing?
Changing.
Okay. Finally.
That was a tricky one. Anyway,
You
because I wouldn't do any work.
How
Go on.
gay is this? You are a dreamer minstrel.
What the hell is that?
Oh, it's gay.
Oh.
Beyond a specific job title, a vocation takes on its own greater personality. This personality preference can give a broader understanding of the basic complementary styles and types necessary to the kingdom's survival, and perhaps any modern organisation's success. Although the specific vocations influenced the names, it was no accident that certain personality types and styles gravitated towards certain occupations. The personalities of these jobs, titles, imaginations of the job holders, and the predecessors to modern day descriptions were born. Okay, your distinct personality is the dreamer minstrel, and you might find this in most thriving kingdoms of the time. You can always see the silver lining in every dark cloud. I don't think that's true.
No. You see the
I
dark
don't think
cloud
that's
in
true.
everything.
You look on the bright side. Your motto is to understand everything that happens and to best know your goal. That might be true. You are a positive optimist in the world who hopes for all humankind. No.
Not positive or
No.
optimist, no.
There is nothing so terrible that you cannot find some good use for it. No. On the negative side, you may be a sentimental dreamer who is emotionally impractical. Interestingly, your preference is just as applicable to today's corporate kingdoms. No, I think that was fucking totally wrong.
I think
Really?
so too. Yeah, you're totally pessimistic and you don't see the silver lining in things.
Thanks, man.
Even if it's all silver. If it's like a bar of silver, you don't see the silver lining.
Even if the clouds are made of silver.
You think it's a trick.
Yes. Hello, conspiracy.
Yeah.
Oh, Oh, we could have Mike's conspiracy corner where he could research a conspiracy and tell us all about it. Then you and I could
would, but
debunk it,
I
having
got out
done
of it.
no research.
I went with a defeatist, attitude. Like you.
All right, so should we see if he's got Asperger's?
Go.
Yes.
Do strangers often find you unkind? Do loved ones find you callous and unfeeling? Yes, no, or not sure. These are all yes, no, or not sures.
Okay, repeat the
Do
question.
strangers find you unkind? And do loved ones find you callous or unfeeling?
Fuck no.
Do you have problems interacting socially with others, particularly in less structured settings?
I'd say yeah, maybe. It's probably due to my confidence problem.
Do you find it difficult to make eye contact?
No.
No. Do you tend to rely on your family, spouse or partner for all your social needs?
No.
Do you have fewer friends than others your age?
Yes.
Oh, what would you say others your age? Because I would say you do have more friends than that.
But
What?
you don't know all his friends.
I know how big the groups he hangs out with are, though. I know Rory and all of those guys.
But which ones are his friends, though?
Well, even that, I think.
Well,
Oh,
if you,
true.
if you defined a friend, it's different for other people, I guess.
What
A
is
guy who's
Okay,
willing
so
to give me his liver.
You think you have fewer friends?
Huh?
Do you think you have fewer friends?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel overwhelmed or confused by what other considers normal or manageable emotions?
Say that again. Sir.
Do you often feel overwhelmed or confused by what others consider normal or manageable emotions?
No. No.
Do you lack interest in spontaneously sharing your interests or joys with others?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd say yes to that.
But
Or am I doing
Yeah.
that now?
do you lack interest in spontaneously sharing your interests and joys with others?
With strangers?
Yes. With others.
I'd say yes.
It doesn't say strangers.
But overall, yeah. Like, you're looking at Jimmy at just us two. He has no problem. But overall, he
Oh,
totally
overall,
hides
no.
it.
No, I'd say no.
Yeah. Someone say something.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work for some reason.
What do-
Next. I've got to go to... here we go. Do others describe you as weird, awkward, or eccentric?
Oh, that's a tricky one. I'd say yes.
Do friendships tend to be with others much younger than you?
No, just any.
Do you frequently engage in repetitive gestures or movements that you find soothing?
Ooh, I don't know.
Come on, be honest, Mike.
What about the twitch?
Not that I can. Soothing. God, no.
No, I've never seen you twitch.
Soothe myself, like I rub my forehead or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Are you
Or my knob
often
head.
disorganised?
To a certain extent, I would say yes.
Are social encounters with others uncomfortable or uninteresting?
No,
Are you anxious often?
no.
I know how this is going to turn out then. Do you prefer to work with numbers or puzzles over social or verbal tasks?
Ooh, I'd go puzzles. I'm not good with maths.
So you do prefer numbers and puzzles or not?
Oh, okay. Sorry, what were the choices?
Do you prefer to work with numbers or puzzles or social or verbal tasks?
Let's say numbers and puzzles. In a social setting,
It just says, do you prefer to work?
yeah, puzzles. I like working shit out.
Do people complain that you monopolise conversations or
No.
really ask questions?
No.
Do you have poor handwriting?
I wouldn't say so, no.
Do you have more rigid rules that govern your life or a stricter schedule that you need to adhere to than others?
I would say yes.
Do others comment that you speak in a monotone?
No, but I think I do. It's just what I hear.
Are you clumsy or poor at sports, Mike?
I'd say no.
Are you sensitive to sound or loud noises?
No.
Do you have problems sleeping and tend to wake up early in the morning?
No! I do have problems sleeping though. But waking up early in the morning? During the night, yeah, far out.
Hang on, it's fucking bugged out on me.
Be patient.
Hang on, I have to go through and retick all the boxes you said. Well, that was easy because most of it's no.
You remember them, right?
Yeah, I do. I can't believe you've got good handwriting, you puff. Sorry, don't mean to offend any gay
I wouldn't say like
listeners.
calligraphic, but it's not like a
Right,
mess.
it's not beautiful, but
I'm
it's
not a doctor.
Mm-hmm. Do you have Tourette's? No.
Is that one of the questions?
Yeah. Pretty much.
If you did, you wouldn't know, would you?
You probably would.
Ah. Canina's funny. Exam finished.
A dreamer minstrel.
Okay. Thank you for taking the Asperger's quiz. Based on your answer, there is a 0.0 chance that you have Asperger's syndrome. Total clear, dude.
Saying,
0.0%.
what if I'm thinking it but not actually saying it?
Think
Is there an Asperger's where you're just thinking it?
No.
No, because I was in the process that if you had answered something that was ridiculous, I would have said something. Like, they were pretty honest assessments. You know? So, yeah. Alright. Good to know. Good to know. Dreamer minstrel. And no Asperger's.
Dreamer minstrel. What were the other personality types on there?
Oh, I just did a quiz for autism-based ones.
Thanks.
And then did the
Oh no, I mean like
professional thing
you know how
showed
there's
up on an Asian teenage girl website. So I shouldn't have been surprised you were a dreamer minstrel.
God.
At all, in fact. At all. So, yeah. Anyway.
Gold.
Alright, well, I guess that's it for this week.
Yep. Hopefully we'll
You
have
got-
some more action for next.
Yeah, I'm going to prep some more stuff as well.
Cool.
Did you have your little toy, Mike?
Yeah, I do.
Which
But
little
does
toy?
that mean we have to put effort into this now?
No.
Only as much as you want to.
I've been trying to think of how to do a theme.
What kind of thing?
Like music, title, intro.
Oh, well, just do it.
By trying to, I just don't know. I've been trying to steal other bits of music, but I don't know how much you can take without getting into trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to find that out.
Just compose.
It's just a snippet. Like, will I get sued for this?
No. Because they'd have to complain, and then if they did, we'd stop doing it.
They'd have to be aware of it.